Do you feel that you are caught in a vicious circle where you are spinning your wheels and watch the world go by? You're not alone. Numerous families face the problem of receiving various types of pressure as well as the function of self-improvement and bucking up, resulting in escaping. In this video, I will reveal to you several steps that will enable you foster significant improvement in your life to bring out the difference between the vision and the reality. In this section, we'll take a closer look at the necessity of having a vision or idea about what you want your future to look like, learning the ways of mastering your attention as a weapon, as well as mastering the art of surrendering as a way of taming the inner resistance. Think about the convenience to wake up in the morning and get to work to face new day with a new vigor. By the end of this video, you will be able to get back your life, increase your performance, and therefore create the basis for a better future. So ask yourself, what obstacles can limit you on the way to the goal? Are you ready to be free of procrastination and to have more effective results? If you have an interest in finding helpful instructions and notions that can result in a superior existence, you'll be staying here. This is a pleasure to start this journey. Let us discover success together. In order to make significant advancement on the pathway of life, a person has to work at having a sharp and appealing dreams. This is not about materialism, it's not about having a new car, or a new house, or a well-paid job which most UAW students crave. Then it is lifted to a different level where it becomes about imagining the type of individual you wish to be and how you want to feel in your normal existence. Imagine going to bed at night with the feeling that you are improving yourself and thus improving your life. It serves as a beacon of hope to enable one to face pressure and hurdles that are attributes of life. Developing this vision is also a bit self-reflecting. Take a moment to ask yourself, when you turn on the light after the dark, what does success look like for you? Might be it is about being the breadwinner of the family, or might be it is about doing something that you have passion in. Whatever it is, be sure you put it on paper, preferably in an elaborate and descriptive manner. Put yourself in a position that you have achieved these goals. How do you feel? The level of pride and satisfaction that you get. That is not only a very useful exercise to make clear your goals, but also a great encouragement when things are not going as planned. Well, it is always easier to keep working at amelioration and creating money when you are stimulated by a strong vision. Once you have developed the vision, then it has to be reviewed periodically. It's like a guideline toward a high performance you. Some of the decision-making practices that one can use include, before making a decision, ask yourself whether the decision meets your vision. If they don't, then perhaps it is time to rethink these priorities and choose anagrams that will not bore you at first sight. Constantly reminding yourself of the goal is very helpful in that the pressure to live up to the expectations of friends, family, or work will be significantly decreased. And as you embrace this journey, you'll naturally transition into the next crucial step. Zizek's analysis of the television focuses on how your attention is weaponized. In the present reality, focus is the asset people have in abundance. If one wants to perform well and develop the self, then it is necessary to focus on the vision and objectives by weaponizing the attention. Conceiving of attention as a beam of light means that wherever you direct it, that is where the flow of your effort goes. For example, if a person is waiting to enhance their financial operations or incomes, he should not spend a lot of time reading articles about investments, for example, but rather such articles should not distract his attention from learning about budgeting and other necessary information. Thus, using a conscious act of will, they can choose to advance at least in some aspects of their lives. But what Joe is pondering on is not just what he is giving attention to, but also what he is doing with the external interferences that he has to encounter. In a world where actions are stimulated by types, characters, and even visible tags, mastering the ability to pay attention is work. Possible utilization of time includes the following. It is common to organize writing in a practical manner in that there are set time intervals for work. For example, the Pomodoro technique is when one works for 25 minutes and takes a break for 5 minutes, is good in the enhancement of high level of concentration. This method also enhances efficiency than the conventional methods to an extent of relieving one the pressure that comes with unbearable tasks, enabling him or her to stick to his or her set objectives. The more so doing the above, the better you help yourself become at empowering yourself to focus in the right direction towards the achievement of your goals. Furthermore, the level that one pays to the environment determines the level that one is likely to weapon use attention at. Stay close to the inspiring persons and use the material that you like. If your focus is to become an entrepreneur, consume content that will motivate you to that end. For instance, programs with successful business people or books that encourage entrepreneurship. It is thus deliberate to ensure that one is in an environment that fosters change and development. When you actively manage where your attention goes, you'll find that the path to a bright future becomes clearer, leading seamlessly into the next essential step. He is now practicing on the act of surrender. Surrendering is a philosophy that can greatly indicate an improvement of the student, client, or performer and his or her way towards high performance and personal development. It is about accepting the belief that it is sometimes better to stop struggling against the unpleasant sensations associated with difficult work. For example, let us use the example of a writer who has a lot of pressure in terms of accomplishing a perfect manuscript. However, they stand to gain from letting go of the creative process and let ideas come through without trying to hold back on them. This would create a positive shift in mindset, hence equal good and great ideas and in effect a better life. To surrender doesn't mean to yield or to resign, but it is a state of belief in yourself and the path that has been taken. Only when people free themselves from the desire to achieve an outcome quickly, they make way for positive change. Think about an entrepreneur with challenges in his or her business. Rather than being frustrated, they could surrender by thinking of what can be gained from the frustration experience. It takes the weight off of struggling and helps create strength in their path so they can transition in the pursuit of a better future. In the same view, the practice of surrender boosts the abilities to cope with stress and anxiety. Putting, as it is said, the lid on feelings and the challenge that comes with it makes it easier when they decide to accept it. For instance, a person who has an upcoming presentation to make might be perceived to be nervous from time to time. Thus, they can perform at their best inasmuch as they relinquish the consciousness of vanity and strive to convey their message. This is the practice of surrender in the sense that the doorway is open to practice the type of life that is not just happy and productive, but happy, productive, and full of a deeper exploration of exactly how to weaponize attention in service of vision. Here is when you come to realize that vision is extremely important to attend to and surrender, and here are practical activities to get started with. As always, it is important to remind ourselves that the way to making progress is never a smooth one, but with vision and a clear purpose and passion, the world is a conquerable place. Pause and think for a while how the vision of the chosen life looks like. Do you still think that way? If you are not satisfied with your concept map, you should not hesitate to go back to it and improve it. Your vision needs to be alive, a social object that can change with you as you grow and as you learn. Having vision is the baseline. Having direction, though important, is best exercised only when vision is established and clearly understood. Start with one action you can achieve today that will help you further your vision. It could be as basic as scheduling the day for innovative work, picking a book that pointed towards your goals, or using a telephone call to a person who could guide you. Remember, consistency is key. As you learn here, when you become a part of the change and take the action, no matter how tiny you are, you will get the change you want in the end. If this video was useful to you, make sure you hit the subscription button and the notification bell. Good things come to those who wait, and this is why we will be bringing more guides to help you overcome life difficulties and reach your peaks. United, let's forge a new and improved crop of true achievers that are ready to give their best in the continuous process of personal development and great achievements. Well then, what are you waiting for? It is now high time to get up and begin to effect changes that will positively transform your life. Accept your spirit guide, use your focus as a weapon, and learn to let go. The future is an open book, and it is yours to write with it, and it will wait for you to do so. Let's get started.